First Mover Asia, Bitcoin holds firm above $30,100 as investors relish BlackRock, other spot BTC ETF filings. Also, crypto may be enduring a crisis of confidence, but the recent filings for spot Bitcoin ETFs by large institutional investors is a promising sign, said an eToro analyst. Good morning. Here's what's happening. Prices. Bitcoin surged over $30,700 before settling nearer to $30,000 as investors savored news of multiple spot Bitcoin ETF filings. Insights. Crypto has been going through a crisis of confidence, but recent filings for spot Bitcoin ETFs have helped energize crypto markets, says eToro US. Investment analyst Callie Cox. Prices. Bitcoin returns to its perch above $30,000 after weeks of gloom. Bitcoin surged for a second consecutive day as investors drew confidence from spot BTC ETF applications by BlackRock and other large asset management firms. The largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization was recently trading at about $30,140, up nearly 5% over the past 24 hours. BTC last cracked the $30,000 threshold in April. Bitcoin began rising Tuesday after the long U.S. Juneteenth holiday weekend as markets more fully digested the impact of the BlackRock filing. Later in the day, spot Bitcoin refilings by Invesco and WisdomTree brightened the mood further, offering the latest evidence of institutional investors' growing interest in the crypto space even as markets have struggled amid an uncertain regulatory environment, pesky inflation, and other macroeconomic woes. There is a wave of optimism in the crypto market now that big institutional players are working to take part in the industry in a big way. Nihar Neelakanti, the CEO and co-founder of carbon-backed digital collectibles EcoSapiens, wrote in an email to CoinDesk. Neelakanti also noted rumors that Fidelity might also apply for an ETF. On Tuesday, a Fidelity spokesperson told CoinDesk that the firm had not publicly announced any plans to file. Invesco, which is $1.4 trillion in assets under management, filed its application in conjunction with digital asset manager Galaxy Digital. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) rejected WisdomTree's first spot Bitcoin ETF application in 2022. These players, among other big names, are obviously going to add a lot of liquidity to the market and make investors more confident to buy Bitcoin again, Neelakanti wrote. And big institutions partnering with crypto are going to continue to be a catalyst for Bitcoin for the foreseeable future, even as the U.S. regulatory situation continues to cause some hardship for the industry. Ether enjoyed a similarly upbeat Wednesday to continue its momentum. The second largest crypto in market value was recently changing hands above $1,900 for the first time in 3 weeks, up more than 6% from Tuesday, same time. Other large cryptos spent the day in deep green territory with ADA and Matic, the native cryptos of smart contract platforms Cardano and Polygon, each up more than 7%, along with popular memecoin Doge. The CoinDesk Market Index, a measure of crypto markets performance, was recently up more than 5%. U.S. stocks veered from their weeks-long winning ways to tick down, with tech stocks leading the decline. The technology-heavy Nasdaq Composite and S&P 500 closed off 1%, 2% and 0.5% respectively. Asia markets open on a sour note, with the Hang Seng and Shanghai indexes recently falling about 2% and 1.3% respectively. EcoSapiens Neelakanti believes that TradFi will take advantage of regulatory pressure on crypto to unveil new digital asset initiatives, although he is uncertain of these partnerships' long-term benefit. He added, however, that every crypto wave has drawn new participants. The last wave was a lot of retail speculators, and this fits a pattern of how new asset classes develop over time, he wrote. You have early believers, then more retail people, and then the third wave of more institutions getting into the fold. We're starting to see the beginnings of the third wave now. And this wave will include the big institutions, but also 401ks and other major types of funds like pension funds and university endowments. Insights. Crypto's crisis of confidence and the rush of spot Bitcoin ETF filings. Cryptos have been going through a crisis of confidence, yet the past week's rush of filings for spot Bitcoin ETFs has returned some excitement into the markets, especially into well-known quality coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Callie Cox, U.S. investment analyst for social investing platform eToro, told CoinDesk TV's First Mover program on Wednesday. Institutional lenders, where this industry grows whether you like it or not, that's the history for many emerging markets, Cox said. And the fact that some of the largest issuers in the world are stepping in and saying, we want to offer this product, tells you something about pent-up demand or demand from investors who might not be comfortable trading spot crypto. Last Thursday, the iShares unit of fund management giant BlackRock (BLK) filed paperwork with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) for the formation of a spot Bitcoin BTC ETF. Earlier this week, investment management companies Invesco IVZ and Wisdom Tree were filed for spot ETFs. IVZ, which has $1.4 trillion assets under management, is working in conjunction with digital asset manager Galaxy Digital. It first filed for a spot Bitcoin ETF in 2021. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) denied Wisdom Tree's first application in 2022 amid a flurry of rejections. The surge in institutional interest followed closely after ongoing U.S. regulatory scrutiny seemed to reach new heights earlier this month with SEC lawsuits against exchanges Binance and Coinbase, leaving markets in a funk. After rising strongly over the first 4 months of the year, Bitcoin, Ether, and most other major assets inched downward, with BTC recently dropping below $25,000 for the first time since mid-March as investors contemplated the SEC's increasing scrutiny, inflation, and other macroeconomic uncertainties. But even as the wider environment clouded over, institutional interest has continued to percolate. Cox views the ETFs as a positive sign and believes the market is as well. It shows that Wall Street still believes in certain parts of crypto and that it's not like the price of Bitcoin is going to zero. We need to understand what the value is. There is value. Important events. 3:30 p.m. HKT/SGT 7. 30 UTC Swiss National Bank interest rate decision 7 p.m. HKT/SGT 11. 0 UTC England monetary policy summary 7:30 a.m. HKT/SGT 23. 30 UTC Japan National CPI X Fresh Food YOY/May CoinDesk TV. In case you missed it, here is the most recent episode of First Mover on CoinDesk TV. Bitcoin briefly tops $29,000 as Invesco reapplies for Bitcoin ETF. Jack Dorsey's block Bitcoin wallet plans Bitcoin BTC, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market value, rallied over the past 24 hours after various traditional finance firms announced moves into the crypto market, indicating bullish sentiment. eToro U.S. investment analyst Callie Cox shared her crypto markets analysis. Plus, Lindsay Grossman, the business lead at Bitky, Block's Bitcoin wallet, joined First Mover to discuss teaming up with Coinbase and Cash App, along with the launch of Bitky's external beta signups. And Axelar CEO and co-founder Sergey Gorbanov shared his reaction to the Uniswap Foundation's recent bridge assessment report. Headlines: Bankrupt hedge fund 3AC's return as a VC, stirring up crypto community. 3AC co-founder Kyle Davies told CoinDesk that the new entity aims to provide support for projects that are building for a decentralized future, but skeptics have recalled the original firm's tainted past. Circle restarts U.S. Treasury purchases in BlackRock manage USC Reserve Fund, where purchase agreements will keep being part of the Reserve Fund, Circle's chief financial officer said Wednesday during a company call. Maker DAO boosts U.S. Treasury holdings by $700 million to back DAI stablecoin with real-world assets. The purchase is the latest step to increase the role of real-world assets in the platform's DAI stablecoin reserve. Storage proofs touted as alternative to hack-prone bridges in multi-chain world. Storage proofs, a feature that could minimize cross-chain exploits by allowing users to keep their assets on one chain and prove that it's there on a different chain, will go live on Starknet soon. Polygon introduces AI interface powered by ChatGPT to aid app developers. The artificial intelligence interface, called Polygon Copilot, will help developers obtain analytics and insights for their applications on the Polygon blockchain.